Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you have been looking at the tech world lately, you already know that AI and data science are absolutely booming. But if you try to search how to actually become an AI data scientist, it is easy to get overwhelmed. There are a million different guides, books, and opinions out there. Well, look no further. Today we are breaking down a complete step-by-step roadmap to go from absolute beginner to an AI and data scientist. So we are going to cover everything from foundational math to coding, machine learning, and deep learning. So this roadmap is divided into clear and manageable phases. So grab a notebook and let's start. Alright, let's start with the mathematics. I know, some of you might want to skip this and jump straight into writing AI code. But trust me, if you don't understand the math behind the models, you will just be copying and pasting code without knowing how it works. So to build a strong foundation, you need to focus on a few key areas like linear algebra, calculus, mathematical analysis. Specifically, you will want to master differential calculus, because it is the secret sauce behind how AI models learn and optimize. So if you are looking for topics to study here, look up specialized mathematics for machine learning material or standard courses covering algebra and differential calculus. Don't worry about memorizing every single complex proof. Just focus on understanding how things change and how functions behave and how variables interact with one another. Now, once you have the basic math down, we move into the core analytical layers, statistics and econometrics. For statistics, you need to completely understand the CLT or central limit theorem. I am writing the full form of CLT here. It is central limit theorem. Then hypothesis testing, and then probability and sampling. This is how you prove whether a trend in your data is real or just a random fluke. You can look for a comprehensive textbook or a video series on probability and statistics, and focus testing on hypothesis testing. Now let's talk about econometrics. This sounds intimidating, but it is basically using statistics to understand economic, behavioral, and real-world relationships. So you will want to learn the prerequisite of econometrics, and then regression, time series, fitting distributions, etc. For mastering time series, seek out online interactive tutorials and courses on time series basics to learn how to forecast future trends. You will also want to explore classic forecasting tools like the ARIMA model. This is also where you learn A/B testing and experiment designing. In the real world, tech giants like Google, Facebook use advanced statistical methods to make their data test incredibly sensitive and accurate. So then you will want to read papers and articles, improving test sensitivity, figuring out the minimum detectable effect, using advanced adjustment techniques like QPAD or QPAC, and understanding stratification. For reading material, pick up a book like Practitioner's Guide to Statistical Tests or an Intro to Econometrics, or look into research papers on ratiometrics and the delta method in metric analytics. Now for the fun part. Phase 4 is coding. You cannot be a data scientist without knowing how to code. And the absolute king of AI language is Python. So if you are a complete beginner, start with introductory Python classes or standard foundation courses. But don't stop at basic syntax. You also need to solve a grasp of data structure and algorithms. You should practice algorithmic exercises and challenges using popular coding platforms like LeetCode, HackerRank, etc. Or start an algorithmic specialization. Why? Because as an AI scientist, you will be handling massive amounts of data, and your code needs to run fast and efficiently. Oh, don't forget SQL. SQL is the language used to talk to database. Before you can analyze data, you have to pull it out of a database. And that's where structured query tutorials come in handy, or SQL tutorial. Now that you know how to code, phase 5 is all about exploratory data analysis, or EDA. This is the phase where you get your hands dirty with real data. EDA is the process of data understanding, data analysis, and visualization. It is about cleaning data and finding its hidden patterns before it into an AI. You will want to find educational resources like an exploratory data analysis with Python and pandas, and exploratory data analysis for machine learning, or exploratory data analysis with Seaborn courses. Mastering data visualization libraries like studying exploratory data analysis with Seaborn is a must. Think of this as detective work. You use plots and graphs to find missing values, spot outliers, and understand the story the data is trying to tell you. Work through online data challenges to practice this. Because bad data in means bad AI out. We have reached the heart of the roadmap, phase 6, machine learning. You will want to start with classic machine learning, which is split into supervised learning and unsupervised learning, where the AI finds patterns on its own. From there, you will move to advanced machine learning, which covers complex setups like assembles and neural networks. Here, NNs is neural networks. Neural networks. So for resource, look for highly rated open source programs like Open Machine Learning course, Open Data Science, or an Machine Learning Specialization course. If you have textbooks, an absolute masterpiece in this field is Pattern Recognition and ML by Christopher M. Bishop. And here's a pro tip. There are excellent public GitHub repositories containing notes and codes based on entirely on that book. So use them to practice. Now, let's step into the cutting edge. Phase 7, Deep Learning. This is what powers modern generative AI, language models, and computer vision. You need to learn about fully connected networks, CNNs, RNNs, LSTMs, transformers, TL, or transfer learning. To study this, you look into structured deep learning specialization or study the comprehensive deep learning book. If you want to understand how modern AI models actually process language, you must read the groundbreaking research paper titled Attention is All You Need. It is a great research paper. But if the paper feels a bit too technical at first, read an introductory article called The Illustrated Transformer. It breaks down the architecture visually and beautifully. And finally, the phase 8, MLOps. It's one thing to build an AI model on your computer, but it is a whole different ballgame to deploy it so people can use it. You will learn deployment models and CI/CD pipelines. Taking an MLOps specialization or course will teach you exactly how to maintain these models in production. Wow, we covered a lot today. Remember, becoming an AI data scientist is a marathon, not a sprint. So the final step on this roadmap is to simply keep learning. Technology changes fast, but if you have these fundamentals down, you can adapt to any tool that comes out. Now tell me, which phase are you currently working on? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if it helped you. Share it with someone who is learning to code, and I will see you in the next video. Happy learning. Thank you.